Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of Transport Fever 2. Today we're restarting our new map, the one that we lost on last time. We are just going to choose some easier settings this time. So here we've got the custom map settings. I forgot to show these last time. We're on a small map, 1-to-1. This is the seed that we're using. Cargo types often, like each town will eventually want 6 cargo types. We close industries often, and the density target is very high. In terms of the actual settings, we'll have to pick our mods again. These here, our interest, we're going to turn all of the monetary things back down to 100%. But all of the town growth things, we are going to leave as they were, and we're staying on very hard difficulty. In terms of our mods, we want achievements, we don't want vehicles with no end, we do want Australian city names, we don't want no costs, we do want the asset mega pack that just gives us more options for other assets to use, we do want auto signaling, we don't need the expanded industry now, that's now built into the game, expanded cargo, sorry. Industry expanded, this means that we like there's more levels at each facility. Oh no, that's the more cargo types. This one adds in mail and waste. I'm not sure how that will work with the new changes. We'll see. Now we're going to add industry workers. This turns industries into places that people want to go. More industry levels we're also turning on. It says here this doubles the number of levels for each industry. I've actually changed that to a factor of 4. What that means is that a single line can no longer process everything once the industry is running full. More line and vehicle colors. They did add more in the spring update. I still want a couple more. Natural town growth we also want on as well. We also want to turn back on our quieter bulldozer, because otherwise it just gets way too loud. And there's also the small inline station, which is just nice for cargo in a city. And the rest of these we're going to leave off. So let's save and get into it. And here we are back in our lovely city. Exactly as it was when we started at the beginning of the previous, well, 2 episodes ago now. The difference is we've learnt some things about how hard, very hard is. And we've turned some of the self-imposed difficulty down a little bit. We might try it again later on a different map, but not for now. So we're going to start the same way as we did last time. A ship line from our farm here to the food processing plant, and then a ship line from the food processing plant down here to Sanctuary Point. So they will stay the same as they were. So let's get straight into making those. So we need to put down our harbour first. We want a large harbour. Let's see if we can nestle it into the side of the river here. We just have standard country roads because no cars will actually be driving on this. We can do that, and let's bring this along here. So they're definitely connected. We can see this is a bit wonky. Let's get our smooth tool out. Just smooth that off a little bit. Done. Okay, that's one end done. Ooh. Now we'll come to the other end. Now remember here, we had to be very careful about where we were actually putting these in. Just because of like how far the ship can reach. Ooh. Wrong keys, completely the wrong keys. So if we put that there, that will be happy. So we can do that. Let's come across here with these two. I don't think we need that road anymore. Let's just check. Yep, they're still connected. And we can configure this to have an extra loading dock. Now that looks a little bit ugly. So let's see if we can't do something to make this a bit nicer. And then we'll kind of smooth out the land side. There we go. That's a little bit better. There's those two, and then we need our delivery point down here. Now, once again, they want bread on this side of the town. So let's put our truck stop maybe here, because we won't get a ship all the way into town. So we'll put another dock here. We want this one to kind of snug right into the edge. Like that. Okay, that's fine. Now, we need a little road to go behind there. Ooh, I think we might have to smooth it off a bit first. Maybe level to that height. Maybe we'll just level up a section here to that height. Okay, so you'll be okay. Now let's get our truck station in here. Put him around this way. Maybe like that. Now we want a couple of cargo additional stops. We're not going to use any of these buildings at the moment. I think they partially hurt us last time, just because they have a relatively high cost. So let's come out to here. Now can we swoosh that around up the hill? We can. And we can connect these in like this. This one we'll bring around that way. Done. So those two are connected. Now we just need to get this road into the city. So we'll go from there over to there. There's our confirm. Nice little meandering country road through until we get into the city. And then in here, we will help them out a little bit. Bring that road to maybe there, and then this road into here. Okay, that's all of our infrastructure set up. Almost. We need our shipyard and our truck stop. But other than that, we are done. So let's put a shipyard in here. Let's set up our line. This will be Melton Farm to Parks Food. Ship line, Melton Farm to Parks Food. And we'll colour it yellow since it's rain. So we go from Melton Port to Parks. They have a cross in here. We're just going to leave it like that. We're not going to worry about shipping lanes for the time being. And then the second line will be from Parks Port to Sanctuary Point. Also a ship line. So parks food to Sanctuary Point. Let's go point transfer. We'll color it a darker yellow. So we're going from here, hopefully from the other port, down to there. So did it do the right thing? It did do the right thing. Wonderful. So that's good. And then our last line is the little delivery here. So this will be a truck line. It's going from Sanctuary Point transfer to Sanctuary Point food delivery. And again, let's color it a yellow, going from there to there. And that will do just fine. For these guys, we are going to tell our trucks to wait before they go into town. Just so we don't have too much stuff driving through town. We do need a roadhouse here. Whatever they call road depot. So we'll put this out to the side here. We'll smooth off around it so it doesn't look quite so ugly. Let's put our truck on here first. So we're moving food, which looks like we're going to need this Ben's truck. It was yellow into that food delivery line. So I did that first so I didn't forget. Now, in terms of our large ships, this takes everything. 25 kilometers an hour, 100 capacity, 30 kilometers an hour with slightly more capacity, and this one only takes oil. So I think we're going to go with this guy. Let's buy 3 for now. Gonna color 2 of them that lighter yellow, put them on the grain side of the line, and then the last one we're going to color that darker yellow and put it on the transfer line down there. And with that, let's press play. We'll go on fast forward. We're starting in 1920. I don't think you can see that, and we're playing at half speed. So this has started to put out food here, which is wonderful. Our grain here, which is wonderful. That our ships will take down here, process them, and then it will come down to here. Now, these other 2 locations also require food. And last time, we sent this ship all the way down here and all the way back. I'm not going to do that today because this truck can do 40 now on these streets, but I reckon if we gave them a road, they could drive down here way faster. And even more than that, if we gave them a train, eventually, when the food demand is up, then it will move things even faster down to here. So I don't think we're there yet, but this guy has worked out, well, it hasn't got anywhere to send yet, but it's definitely worked out it's going to be receiving things from Melton. Way up here. Here we go, they're preparing to send them out. Ooh, he's already got 67. Wonderful. So that will start going, and then we're going to utilize that food that's being brought to here. The other place that needed it was over here in air. I think it's a little bit far away, just in terms of how we can get things to here. So we're not going to do that. We're just going to put our truck line all the way down there. But we're gonna need to pause first to reconfigure this section of road. So you'll come to there, you come out to there, and this will connect in like this. Okay, now I can press play again, still on super fast speed, and this needs to get down here to Yarra. And we're using the road that has a 60 km/h speed, because that truck that we've got, oh, it's limited to 40. Yeah, well, in that case, we're going to go the small country road, which is also limited to 40, and will be cheaper to purchase. So let's go like this through here. Just trying to look at the least amount of earthworks we can do. It's probably there. So M and N keys let you shift that around. Now in here, where do they want food? They want food down in this corner of the town. So maybe we'll put our truck stop right there. And we'll bring this road into here. So streets. What do we get if we just whack it straight on there? That looks pretty good to me. Now over here we will need a second platform. So that we don't have our trucks trying to share. Sharing is nice, but sometimes it just makes it a little bit too complicated. So we're going to want a new line, be a truck line. It will again be from Sanctuary Point Transfer. But this time, we're going to Yarra. Let's just call it Yarra. Food delivery. We won't go yellow this time. Well, it is a yellow, but it's like a really dark yellow. So let's put that on platform 2 there. We're coming and delivering to here. Yeah, I guess that works. And we're also again going to tell these to wait for a full load. Because this is further to drive, they're going to wait 2 minutes instead of 1 minute. And we have a new mine spawned. Wonderful. What is this? We'll get rid of it. What is this? Get rid of that as well. Random things from the map creation, it seems. And we need to put a little truckie on that line. So we'll buy one of these, color him dark yellow. Now we're going on the Yarra food delivery line. So does this have... It's arriving up here. There's bread to go. And this has worked out. We're sending some to Sanctuary Point, some to Yarra. Awesome. So now that other truck will do its thing. So we've now got 2 food delivery points for our processing plant. And up here, this is upgrading. Oh, really? This is still on level 1. Why is this upgrading? That's odd. I'm not going to complain. We've got a lot of grain there. So each of these can only take 110, and we've already got more than 110 there. And this guy isn't really on his way back, so put another ship on there. So that will be good for now. We've got all of these working. Now, the thing we started on last time, second, was nothing, because we couldn't afford anything. We used all our money on our food, and it just didn't work out for us. So, we've got coal and iron here. Do they have a consumption point yet? They do. Where is the steel mill? Over there. What is this road? Now that's a long way for them to drive or do anything really. That's the kind of line you'd want a train on. Possibly what we could do is truck goods from here to here and then put them on a train out of town. That could work. How's this going with their food? They don't have any yet. They've got food arriving. So all of this is probably going to go on into Sanctuary Point. Just because of where things were set up before. Yep. But now we'll have more food here ready to go next time. So it's 74 when he's halfway down here. So I think this line will need another ship as well. You're full. Well, both of those ships are full. We're sending out a lot of grain from here. That's okay. Just check our earnings. So most of our losses are coming from things we're buying. And with 23 million, we can't afford a lot. So even our stone here, like, its consumption point is all the way on the other side of the map. That would be perfect for an aeroplane. So the plane takes stone over and then brings construction materials back. And then we truck those construction materials into Bowral there. One of our problems is construction materials are very, very slow to scale. If we just look at our airports, see it's 7 million to place a big airport, and we'll need 2 of them, so that will be 15 million. Plus, who knows how much for a plane. And then we need to truck it in here, which should be fairly cheap. I think it's probably doable. Let's start over here. Since this will be harder one to position probably. Especially with that town there. Maybe we'll turn it so the flight path is this way. Maybe like that. I'm just going to put a little small road around there and a small road across the back here. So those two are connected. Now we need the same thing up here. But up here, we're also going over there eventually. And if we could set it up so that possibly we can even reuse the same airfield for passengers traveling across the map. So this is the cheap side. Where can we fit it here that's relatively cheap? 7,675 I saw there. On like this side is the side we really wanted, but 40 million, we can't afford that. Maybe we go here. We'll turn it around. Let's go like that. Ooh, a new plane. Some other car. So you can run across the back there. And then around to here. Like so, and then like so. Oops. So those two definitely connected. Let's just pause for a minute and look at how our lines are going. So why is this line losing so much money? It should be doing okay. Last year it did. And our bread line seems to be going okay. Our bread deliveries. One truck seems to be managing both of them. That's good. Let's put this airline in. We have something stone to something con mat to somewhere transfer. Forgot what the places were called. Horsham and Yarra. And that's Yarra, Conmat, Horsham. Let's close that. And let's buy our first plane. Wow, these are cheap. We'll just buy one of these. We'll pause it. I call that red. Sure, can go red. So that will send stone from here over to there. And then we need it to bring construction materials back. So before we let it go, we're going to get this set up ready for it. Exit, entrance. So these are small planes that only take 50 or so. And we're not going to expand to the size of this just yet. You can connect there into there. And now we need to get from here over into town here. Maybe we'll go there. We want to come in on this road here. You there. Just plow straight across the field. And then we'll tweak it until we get cheapest cost. 210. There we go. And we'll need a little truck facility on there. We can sit there. Configure. Again, that same truck. We'll color this red. And we haven't made the line yet. So this is Horsham transfer to Bowral. Horsham transfer to Bowral Conmat. Conmat delivery. We'll go that bright red. We go from there over to there. Can we click it? We can. This looks good here. This will do for here. And barrel south, we're going to tell our truck to wait for a full load. 2 minutes will do. And he was stopped in here. Go onto that line. Let's press play again. So here is our plane getting ready. It's got 3 stone to go the first time. An oil refinery has been founded. So once we get this to 8, we're going to add a second plane on that line. And now we've got 2 lines functioning essentially. We've got our bread line to here with a second drop-off point, and our conmat line flying from over there to over here, and then taking all of its construction materials back again. So that will work because this is 1 stone to 1 construction material. Until we get this fully operational, I'm not prepared to take some of this construction material into, say, Yarra here. We need the earnings from these planes taking stuff over there on their return route. So here our food line is now positive, the other one is not so much. What is this going on here? I think it's okay. Our second plane bringing in 8 construction material. 2 ready to go back. So it will take a little bit for that to get going. Well, 49 they're ready to move. We need more planes on that line. We can't afford them, but we need more on there. In terms of our bread here, these are actually starting to build up a little bit now. We can't borrow any more money. And we're once again in the big negatives. So we're just going to have to leave this be. These 2 trucks are doing a fine job. But we might need them to do a little bit more. Okay, so this guy can just pull straight in. So the rate of that line is 19 and we're shipping 100. So what's that, 5 times more planes? Not even close. This second guy, how did he go? He's just about to deliver some construction materials. $74,000. So, because he's traveling essentially full both ways, he is going to make money. Manage the line. Here at Yarra, we are going to tell these to wait, but only for 10 seconds. So just if they drop anything off, to use it, but otherwise keep going. So why are we only getting 5 out of the 8 that we deliver? That didn't seem like 10 seconds to me. Oil well. So that oil line, oil or crude to oil to wherever the refinery is. Oh, it's way down there. And the things that want fuel are not near here, so that would have been an expensive trip probably. Okay, how are we going? Our planes are making us a little bit of money. Our ship line here, the food line, less so. So why are we running so short on it? Possibly that's just what very hard does. It changes how much you earn so dramatically that if you're not using a line completely fully, you just lose money. That's rough. That's very, very rough. Let me see, once again, if we can find a way to make it a little bit easier without us just continually losing money like we have done here. I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so I just we had to quit out of the map. We saved it. Came into the settings and saw that all of these was turned way back up again, and I don't know why. So we're going to turn them back down to 100%. We're not changing our mods or anything, just changing those settings. Okay, then let's reload and see how we go this time. So those other setting changes will partially explain why we're doing just as bad this time as we were doing last time, because we were playing under the exact same rule sets. So let's just take a note here. We are, we'll pick this one. Second half of 1923. We're going to compare our costs by the time we get, well, you can't see it, the end of 1923. We're just coming up to the end of June. So already you can see that month was less. We lost less on that line that month. Hopefully that means, well, this is now positive. Barely, but it is. Hopefully that means with those other settings changed, we will have at least this grain line. It should be, it's killing it. It's got 3 ships fully loaded. We'll have to wait and see. And this line as well, it's got ships fully loaded. These are now, we're losing food because we can't get them into the cities fast enough. And we didn't change it so we could borrow more money, unfortunately. What we will see though is at the end of the year, our loan interest here should be nowhere near $2 million. So we already saw the first half was down $250,000. So much red. Oh, so much red on there. It's like this plain line now, 300,000. So all of these have gone green, blue now, to indicate we are profitable. So this line should be awesomely profitable because we're taking stuff over here and then we're bringing stuff back. And both of those trips are full trips. Pretty sure. You see 6 here. It'll be an almost full trip back, so it shouldn't be losing money at all. And as we saw, it did that time. Possibly that because of the first year, but it shouldn't have been losing money. Okay, our bread line here. That's massively different. Yeah, so that's, what's that, about half of where it was? This line, about half of where it was. I think this one will struggle a little bit because it is quite a fair distance. It's got this kink here. It would just be a bit harder for it to make money. But the other lines should cover it. So we're just coming up to the end of at the end of that year. So yeah, so this was down by a factor of 4 over that quarter. And these other costs, still substantial. Why? So even some of these other maintenance things are still very high. Possibly it took a little bit for the game to work out exactly what was needed. We'll leave them be. So here, yeah, maintenance infrastructure didn't really decrease much, nor did maintenance vehicles. But our interest, well, it's from here to here. Yeah, so that didn't decrease at all. This by about a third. This barely decreased at all. Yeah, I think some of those settings are still not quite being picked up right. We'll wait till the end of this half year and then take another look. Because then we've had a full year of both of these, and especially a full half year on our new pricing structure, I suppose you could call it. So our maintenance costs should stay the same. Our infrastructure costs should stay the same. Our earnings will be slightly different just depending on when things arrive and leave. But the maintenance things should be exactly the same. Because we haven't changed anything, we haven't done anything. Our airlines should be doing much better than they are. They should be doing much better than that. Even here we've started to get construction material queue up going into the city. And this guy, nothing at the beginning, fair enough, because we needed our goods to arrive. But now he's... That's the plain line. Ooh, a stock farm, that's nice. So our plain line itself, doing okay. We're definitely into the second half now. It's the maintenance hasn't... Let's just pause. Maintenance of our infrastructure hasn't really gone down. Our roads has a bit. Our vehicles has a little bit. For some reason. If you look at our water, so infrastructure costs still very high. So we just must have been lucky with our timings there. Okay, so let's take another look at those settings. We're going to save this again. So we're back here in the settings, and like it looks like factor for the buying costs of vehicles, factor for the costs of terrain modification and infrastructure construction, factor for the maintenance costs of vehicles, factor for the maintenance costs of tracks, roads and depots and stations. Maybe it just is because it's very hard. Let's do something silly and change it to easy for a couple of minutes. Because we know that will... You get paid way more for having it on easy and delivering stuff. Okay, we're back again. We'll press play again on super high speed. And the thing to note now is that we're on easy mode. So we're no longer in hard, we are in easy. Which means all of these should start earning squillions of dollars. No question about it. So I think since the change before, this definitely isn't going down as much. Possibly it is. Like that's just what very hard difficulty is like. It seems kind of strange. We've got a lot of grain there waiting to be picked up. Not much over here. Oh, because this boy leveled up. Let's look down here at this ship. How much is it going to get paid this time? So last year 300,000. This year 819,000. So same delivery, just the difference going from very hard to easy. So let's leave that run for a little bit. What's this button do? Well, it lets us place industry. Not cheaply, but it lets us do it. Maybe that's because we have growable industry now. I'm not sure. Because we're certainly not in sandbox mode anymore. Look at this, our earnings is positive for the first time. So I think it probably just was. Everything was like that's what very hard difficulty is. So we'll wait till this quarter here, the first half of 24. was the last year that we were in... Ooh, 2 new... That's a fancy new plane. This was the last year that we were in the old regime. We had some water profitability. This year, everything profitable. And not just a little bit. So our cost structures are the same, but we're getting paid way more. Getting paid way more. Paid almost double in that case. So let's leave it on easy mode until we get back to 0, and then we'll turn the difficulty back up again. I'm going to do that off camera though. So thank you everyone for stopping by today and watching us struggle to get this map going again. We started out a bit more conservatively until we put in planes, but they certainly weren't our downfall. We had some settings that had gone awry, and just the difficulty of very hard is much more than I expected. You get paid so little for performing a delivery that I can't see how you would ever make it profitable, when every single line we had was losing money. Even this guy, like, losing money, and all he's doing is going from here into town and back. Not even any delays. I'm not sure. But thank you everyone for stopping by. I do appreciate you being here. And when we come back next time, I'll have let this run for a little while so that our balance is back up near 0. And we will turn the difficulty back up again, probably to hard. And see how we go. Thanks everyone. We'll catch you next time. Bye for now.